Hey YouTube friends and family, how's everybody doing? I hope you're all doing good. I really do. We're doing great here. We had a whole bunch of snow, lots of snow. It was just packed on the leafless. It was packed on the trees that had no leaves. Ha! There you go. And it was awesome. I took a bunch of pictures. Absolutely breathtaking. Winter wonderland. But darn it, it's melting. It's all going away. Did not last long. I love snow. I do. Yep, didn't even get to build a snowman. But I did fantasize. Yeah, he was awesome. Anyway, wanted to get on here and share a couple things. You know, everybody's concerned still about the grab on guns and stuff like that. And one of our great YouTube friends here, I want to say the name right. Let me get down to it here. Sent me something that I found really, really interesting and asked me if I wouldn't share. And so I'm going to share it with you if I get to it here. Should have had this pulled up first, huh? Is this called being prepared? Yes, it's supposed to be prepared. Anyway, I wasn't prepared. Sent me, wow. Wait for me too. That's W-A-I-T, the letter or number 4, M-E-T-O. Sent me this awesome article that was found in an Oregon newspaper called the Herald and News. And I don't know what the date was. Oh, it was January 31st, 2013. So on the 31st, this was sent. Don't know how that can be, because it was sent to me before the 31st. Anyway, comes out of Klamath Falls, Oregon. And it is weapon law. Chiloquin, Oregon. That's C-H-I-L-O-Q-U-I-N. Gun code mandates ownership. I just got to share this with you guys. You know, it's just like people. Sometimes some states or some counties, some cities are just smarter than others. And this really tickled me. This is an article put out by Shelby King of the Herald and News. The article starts out, Chiloquin believes in gun control. Every resident needs to control their own gun. According to City Ordinance number 428, every head of household in the city of Chiloquin is required to maintain a firearm together with ammunition. The law is not enforced, and there's no penalty for not owning one, said City Recorder Teresa Foreman. It also provides exemptions for those who are unable to own a gun for legal, physical, or mental health reasons. I think the law is just kind of there, said Foreman. A handful of people who know about it are just tickled by it. Foreman said, most people don't know about the law, but those who do have never said anything negative about it to her. Most everybody out here owns a gun anyway, she said. They don't think about the law much except every few years when the media brings it up. The law. On June 17, 1982, 3/4 of the City Council voted to enact the law in order to provide for the civil defense of the city of Chiloquin, and further to provide for and protect the safety, security, and general welfare of the city and its inhabitants. Exemptions were written for those head heads of households who conscientiously oppose firearms as a result of religious doctrine or belief. People legally restricted from owning the firearm because of a felony conviction, or those that have physical or mental issues that would prevent them from being able to properly use a gun. City council members at the time are quoted as saying they supported the ordinance out of worry that Californians moving to the area would try to enact stricter gun laws like those on the books in that state. With a recent push by President Barack Obama and other federal lawmakers to increase restrictions on gun ownership, lifelong Chiloquin resident and past city councilman Floyd Hescock is glad for the law's existence. They put this law in place because they didn't trust the government, he said. I don't think anybody would have the courage to come and try and get them from us. The article goes on. I just thought, what a share. Now that's pretty cool that these people had the sense to put a gun code in their own laws so that citizens of that community have the lawful right. Kind of reminds me of the Second Amendment, guys, to protect themselves and to defend their families, their homes. Good piece. The link's down below in the description. And if you'd like to check it out for yourselves, check it out. Maybe we ought to go to some of these county meetings or city meetings and approach them and let them know that we'd like that on our books as well. Time to take action as far as protecting ourselves and to take away our legal rights. You know, the Second Amendment, well, that's just wrong. Just wrong. Another thing I wanted to bring up is floating around right now, there is a video that was put out by the Coop 3031. That's capital THE, capital COOP 30301. And it's titled Breaking Federal Court Indicts President Obama Will Not See End of His Second Term. Don't know if this is real. I just don't know if this is real. I've asked several people to take a look at it, and so far the general consensus is that it's a fake. If it is a fake, it's very exciting. According to this, on January 25th, 2013, Mr. Lyndon LaRouche, a well-respected journalist and political activist, received word from his sources within the United States government that President Barack Hussein Obama has been indicted by the federal court. Details of the indictment have been omitted by LaRouche, I don't know how to say his name. Anyway, but he characterized them as probably the greatest indictment that he has ever seen placed upon a standing president throughout history. Very interesting. I'm going to put the link for that down below also. For all you morning walkers, for you people that are concerned and have been concerned about our dear Rose, she's fine. In fact, she's doing great. I had the opportunity to speak to her and with her on the phone. And, you know, sometimes, guys, we just take a different path. We go down a road, and whether the road gets bumpy or whether, you know, we just decide that we want to go a different direction, or maybe we just need a break. You know, I know when I need a break, I just close the doors and say, I've had enough, you know, no company, no nothing, I'm done. And I take my break. And it gives me a chance to recharge my senses and get back to a more stable or level place. And life does that to us. I mean, we never know what's going on in the real world with each other. We all have bills and worries and concerns and family and health and numerous things that take place. And sometimes we just need to step away and shake it all off and do our own thing. stepping back into reality and away from our cyber world. Well, as is and was the case with Rose. She is absolutely doing fantastic. She and Mustafa and her family and her grandchildren. And wow, you know, anybody that watched her videos, she had just reconnected with her daughter and her grandchildren. And boy, I'd drop everything and run in that direction too. Time with the children, time with her family. Everybody needs that. There's nothing more important than family, guys. Nothing more important. And granted, I believe all of us are family. I believe in oneness. I believe every person in this world is part of my family. And I love you all. But there are times when my door closes, times when you will not hear from me. Perhaps I don't get on here, I don't visit, I don't leave comments, I don't put a video up. And it may make people wonder, maybe I'm just trying to make homemade bread from scratch. Maybe I'm trying to make a cake. You know, I have to beat everything by hand because I don't have one of those fancy KitchenAids. I do have a Braun mixer, though. Oh, I love that thing. But you never want to use it on pie dough or in making a cake. Darn little thing just doesn't have enough piss and vinegar. You know, it just drags right down, and I'm afraid I'll break it. But, so maybe I'm just taking a break to do the homemaker thing, you know, or the prepper thing, or the mom thing, or the wife thing, or the daughter thing, or sister, aunt, whatever. And now that I'm a great grandma, who knows, I might be doing that too. So we all need our breaks. But she's doing super. She's doing absolutely great. When you think of her, just send out a bunch of love vibes. Who knows? One of these days we may get a notice that it's time for another morning walk with our friend Rose. Our dear, dear Rose Bush. Hey guys, no greater love than the love that we can share from the deepest part of our soul. And we do it because we can. Because it's real. Because it is not expected, it's just there. That's the love I have for you guys. I love you all. Great big hugs. And I will catch you guys later. I will be back. Take care.